In our last penny hunt and field episode, we were able to find a tough date 1933 Denver penny and added it to the book, which put us at 205 of the 234 cents this book holds now found. That's after 205 boxes. I want to thank Metal Dragon Braveheart, who's a subscriber from Rhode Island, who sent me the 206th box of the series in hopes to find some varieties or maybe even some more pennies for the book. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure. Welcome back to the channel. We have a one box penny hunt today, and I'm only doing one box because typically when I hunt these Northeast boxes, we have more copper and more finds. Now, doesn't mean we're going to find anything for the book, but that's the mission. Again, I want to thank Metal Dragon Braveheart for sending me this box. He already had the box opened up, and I did take a look at the rolls. The rolls look good. They are bank sealed, and I see a ton of copper enders. So, as is typical in the Northeast, I'm sure we'll see our fair share of copper, probably find some Canadian cents, but hopefully some old wheat cents. Old wheat cents will be found. Now, I'm going to get right to the hunt today. You guys know that we have this playlist going, and if you want to check it out, you can check it out because it's linked down below as well as up here. I'll give you a look at the book at the end of the hunt when I compare the finds, but let's crack into these rolls and see what kind of goodies lie inside. I'll see you guys on my first find, and hopefully it's pretty soon. Our very first find of the box comes in roll number 4. It's going to be a wheat cent, and hopefully, based on the reverse, it's older. And it is older. I don't think we need a 24 Philly with damage, but man, our first wheat cent found is from the 20s. We'll definitely take that. 1924 wheat cent, first of the box. Very next roll, roll number 5, wheat cent number 2. A lot of corrosion on it, and that's a 1957 Philadelphia. Same roll, got our third wheatie, and that's a 1946 Philly. Pretty nice too, even though it's in brown condition. Just splashed out roll number 7 and the second coin in, so it was almost an ender. It's another wheat cent for number 4. And that's going to be a 1953 Denver. Well, roll number 8's not only going to give us our 5th wheat cent already. I already saw the date because it's obverse face, and it's another oldie. It's a chewed up 1923, but we'll just double check and see if there's a mint mark. And there's not. Still, second 20s wheat cent and already 5 through 8 rolls. Box is off to a hot start, but nothing for the book yet. Roll number 9 is going to give us 2 more wheat cents. That'll be wheat cents number 6 and 7. I can already see a 1942 Philadelphia facing us in the front of the roll. We'll go ahead and take that. And I can see another one peeking up right here, and it might be another oldie. It does look pretty worn. And it is old. I think that's going to be a 1918. It is. Man, a teen's wheat cent. 18 is a common year, but we'll definitely take it because that means with 3 of the 7 wheat cents pre-1930, we might have more in the box. Let's get back to the hunt. Roll 11, wheat cent number 8. Just another 1946 Philadelphia. Roll number 12, and we've already got 9 wheat cents now for the hunt. This one, a common 1944 Philadelphia. Roll number 14, and I already have 2 more wheat cents. This will be 10 and 11. I went ahead and flattened out the roll after seeing this one, and that's a 1945. Got to make some room here from Philly. And then number 11 is right back here. And wheat cent number 11 is a 1952 Philadelphia. Roll number 19 will give us a dozen wheat cents. It was obverse facing. The 1947 Denver. Roll number 22, wheat cent number 13, another from 1947, but this time from Philadelphia. Same roll, and wheat cent number 14 is just a few coins after the last find, and it's a 1951 Philadelphia. Roll 23, 15th wheat cent, reverse facing. Ooh, that's a 1934. It's an older wheat cent, but it's from the Philadelphia mint yet again, and we don't need a 34 Philly. Still, nice hit in the box, and actually there is a 34 double die with some die chips or die markings down here. I think there's an extra 34, but I don't see it on this worn example. Either way, we'll take it. 1934, add it to the oldie section, and get back to the hunt. Roll number 25, wheat cent number 16, and I think it's a 41 Philly, which it is. And there are 3 different DDOs that I like to look for. There's one at the date, a pronounced one at Liberty, but a really good one on the motto, "In God We Trust." That's neither of them, or not any of the 3, but still we'll take it. 1941 Philly. The box is staying hot. Roll 26 has 2 more wheat cents, and the first one that I see is another one from the 20s. 1928 Philadelphia. Holy cow. All of these older wheat cents don't have mint marks because it's a Rhode Island box, but I'll still take them for sure. And that was wheat cent 17 and wheat cent number 18. I know I saw it back here somewhere. There it is. Wheat cent 18 could be another old one. It's in the 30s, not that old, but still, we'll take that one as well. 1938, Philadelphia. Roll number 29, wheat cent number 19, 1 off of 20. That's another 1944, Philadelphia. Same roll, we now have 20 wheat cents, and that's another from the 30s. It's a pretty nice 1936 Philly, and there is a really nice DDO on this year, but that's not going to be it. But it does have kind of that wood grain effect, a woody as they're referred to. Really nice coin, actually. I'll definitely take that one. It's a brown one, but in great shape. 1936, Philadelphia. Roll 30, and we have 2 more Wheaties. Wheat cent 21 is in the front. It's just the 1945 Philadelphia. And wheat cent number 22 is peeking out. And that one's going to be a 1954 Denver. Roll number 31 is going to give us a damaged wheat cent. Wheat cent number 23 is a 1946. Again. Same roll. Wheat cent 24, another 1942 Philly. Well, roll number 33 is going to give me a cent I have found before. It's a counterstruck Lincoln, and he's smoking a pipe. Take a look at that. 1964, Lincoln smoking a pipe counterstrike, and it's from Philly. So since I have it here, I will check for that DDR, which I don't see. But either way, I have found one of these before. I think I titled that video Smoking Finds. Maybe I'll title this the same or something similar, since we found another Lincoln smoking a pipe, and it has been a pretty smoking hot box. We'll add it to the board for miscellaneous finds and get back to the hunt. Roll 35 will give us our 25th wheat cent, and that's half a roll. It's just another 1944, and while I have you here, I'm a little surprised we haven't seen a whole bunch of Canadians in this hunt. This is only the 5th one of the hunt, and typically I see about 10 or more in a box from the Northeast, but there's 15 rolls left, so let's get back at them. Same roll, wheat cent number 26 is a 1957 Denver. We're on roll number 39, and I thought it was odd that I haven't found an ender as far as an end coin being a wheat cent with 26 wheat cents on the board. But roll 39 is going to stop that, and we've got a 1956 Denver wheat cent ender. Let's get into the roll and see if it has any friends with it. Definitely a wheat cent ender for wheat cent number 27. And because it's a 56D, we'll just take a look for that shadow D. I think that's just a ding. You can see what looks like a small D there, but there is some damage. I think it's just a push mark. Either way, 1956 Denver, first one from that year for the board. Roll 43 will give us 2 more wheat cents, 28 and 29 now for the box. Number 28, and that's going to be an earlier wheat cent with a mint mark, 1929 Denver. I don't think we need that one, but we might. I'm not quite sure, but I'll add it to the board regardless. That's a good find. And the second wheat cent of the same roll, another 1942 Philadelphia. 2 more wheat cents in that roll. 7 rolls plus this left. Roll 45, wheat cent number 30. Looks like it's been soaked in vinegar or ketchup. And it's going to be a 1945 Philadelphia. Well, we finished that Rhode Island penny box, and it was a dandy. Thank you, Metal Dragon Braveheart. That was a good box. Only 1 wheat cent ender, but 30 Wheaties in the hunt. And that's a lot more than I normally get, as you guys know. Anytime you can get more than 15 or 20, it's a great box, and we hit 30. Now, what was good about it was it wasn't all just 40s and 50s. We had quite a few old ones right here. 8 old ones. One from 1918, it's pretty slick, hard to see. A 1923, a damaged 24, a 28, and even a 29 Denver. And then 3 more from the 30s, a 34p, a 36p, and a 38p. Can't get mad at that box. And on top of all of those finds, we even got that Smokin' Lincoln, which I love, and I'll add it with my other one here shortly. As far as the Canadians, they made a little bit of a comeback. We ended up with 9 Canadian cents, although I thought I'd see at least 10, but still 9's respectable. We got 6 1959s. One's in pretty nice shape, but looks like it's been cleaned or polished. A really nice 1965 that I'll check against the book. Beauty. And surprisingly, 3 1969 S's, although none of the DDO. And I think I heard a rumor a long time ago that the 69S DDO was released to the New York area. So maybe that's why there's a lot more S-minted 69s that I see in my Northeast boxes than in my area, which is closer to California. If you're wondering about the copper, man, 3 pounds, 14 ounces is in the cup. And if I were to add this from the board on top of that, we definitely had over 4 pounds of copper in that penny box, and that's a lot. Now I need to go through the books and see if we have any additions or upgrades. I'm not 100% sure on some of these wheat cents, but I'll definitely take a peek and see if we do have any additions. Hopefully of an upgrade or two at least. That'd be good, but if not, still a great box. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll bring you guys back in with a final look at the book in just a second. Well, I've compared today's finds to the book, and even though we didn't have any additions like I hoped we did have 2 upgrades, the 1928 and the 1936. I plugged the 1928 in right here. Definitely nicer than the one we had a little bit of damage on it. And then the 1936 that I plugged in right here has great detail, a little woody effect, and it's much nicer than one we had in here. They're both brown, but this is still a nicer one. So despite not having any additions, we did have 2 upgrades. And now after 206 boxes hunted, we found 205 out of 234. And I'll take it because upgrades this late after that many boxes is always a good sign. Still trying to find some oldies. And even though we found oldies in that box, nothing could be used for the book. That being said, I'll also make mention, I did find my other Smoking Kennedy cent. Went ahead and pulled it out of my Counterstruck collection, 1972. We found that one before. And then, of course, we got one today from 1964. So now I have 2 of them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 1-box hunt. Again, I want to thank Metal Dragon Braveheart for giving me this box. Definitely a good one, brother, and I'll take more just like it if you're willing to do more trades in the future. If you guys did enjoy it, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.